Google just launched something that should probably get way more attention. An AI that can work 24/7 in the cloud and another model that can generate content from almost any type of input. And honestly, this feels a lot bigger than just another Gemini update. This week, Google introduced Gemini Spark and Gemini Omni. At first glance, these might sound like two separate AI announcements, but I think they're actually pieces of a much bigger strategy. Google isn't just improving a chatbot, it's building an AI ecosystem that can act, work, and create. Let's start with Gemini Spark. This is Google's new agent-style assistant, but here is the important part. It doesn't just run on your device, it runs on dedicated cloud machines. So imagine this, you tell your agent, research competitors, organize my inbox, prepare a summary, and update me tomorrow. And then you close your laptop, but the AI keeps working. That's the key idea behind Spark. Google describes Spark as a personal AI agent that operates on a dedicated cloud infrastructure and can work on long-running tasks with minimal oversight. If you have been following this channel, this should sound familiar. We've already looked at tools like Hermes and OpenClaw. AI agents that can execute workflows, run tasks, and automate processes. But Google has a huge advantage. It already owns your ecosystem. Gmail, Calendar, Docs, Drive, Android, Chrome, you name it. That makes this potentially very powerful. So naturally the big question becomes, is Gemini Spark basically Google's answer to AI agents like Hermes and OpenClaw? Because this is moving beyond ask AI a question and toward assign AI a job. But Google didn't stop there. It also launched Gemini Omni, and this might be even crazier. Google describes Gemini Omni as create anything from any input. That's a pretty bold claim, and here is actually what it means. Instead of using separate tools for text, images, audio, or video, Omni combines all of them. You can feed it multiple kinds of inputs and generate coherent outputs. Gemini Omni can combine text, images, audio, and video inputs to create video inputs grounded in Gemini's reasoning and world knowledge. Imagine this workflow. You upload a product photo, a voice note, some text instructions, a short video clip, and then say, create a cinematic launch video using all of this. That's basically the direction Omni is going. But what makes Omni especially interesting is conversational editing. You don't just regenerate from scratch. You can literally say move the camera closer, change the lighting, make the environment futuristic, and the model keeps building on previous edits. Google says Omni supports multi-turn conversational editing while preserving scene consistency, physics, and characters across revisions. Now combine these two ideas, Spark, AI that works autonomously, and Omni, AI that creates autonomously. And suddenly this starts looking less like a chatbot and more like a full AI operating system. If you're into AI agents, this is actually fascinating because Hermes and OpenClaw focus heavily on task execution, automation, and workflows. You can actually see that Hermes has overtaken OpenClaw in terms of popularity and tokens used in the last 30 days. Google seems to be approaching the problem differently. Leverage the Google ecosystem, run agents in the cloud, and combine that with multimodal creation. That could be extremely competitive. And of course, we're still early. There are questions around privacy, reliability, cost, and control, and whether users actually want an always running cloud agent. But the direction is pretty clear. We're moving from chatbots to agents, single modality tools to multimodal systems, manual workflows to AI that works in the background. And Google clearly wants Gemini at the center of that future. If you want more content on AI agents, automations, and where this is all heading, please like the video and subscribe to the channel because this space is moving ridiculously fast.